Well, good morning, everyone. It is, the heck is today? The 6th, Thursday, February 6th, 2025. How's everyone doing today? We're going to get some people loaded in here. Kind of a different time to go live. Early morning, 6:30 a.m. Pacific time. Let's see who's out there and where you're located. Send me, if you're on Rumble, YouTube, or X, send me a message in the chat. Let me say hello. Same with TikTok. If you are Sibmile, good morning. Good morning to you as well. So lots of things happening. It's kind of the drip flood coming, it sure looks like. There is so much going on everywhere, not just here in America, but around the world. Interesting times that we are living in. Oh, Alex is here. Okay. Let's see here. Hold on, I'm trying to get Alex in on this. Huh. Alex, it's not letting me bring you on for some reason. Let's see here. Oh, there we go. All right. Yeah, are you there, Alex?
Good morning, good sir.
Good morning. How are you? I'm good. So we're just getting going here. I was telling everybody there's so much going on right now. This USAID thing is off the hook.
Man.
Off the hook.
Oh man. I've been kind of giddy all week, my friend.
The same with me, Alex. I just look around and I'm going, wow. Politico getting exposed. Did you hear about Disney Corporation that USAID was paying for 700,000 streaming profiles on Disney?
Yeah.
700,000. What's that all about?
And then if anybody is just wanting to know, if you go to x.com and you go to Grok and you type in how much is USAID spending, it'll give you a whole list.
Oh, really?
Let's see. Their budget for fiscal year includes 28.3 billion for fully and partially managed accounts.
Wow.
However, broader foreign assistance through the Department of State and USAID totals $42.8 billion.
Wow.
Huh.
Interesting, huh?
Let's see. Let's do a budget. USAID budget breakdown. This should be interesting.
A budget breakdown?
Oh, yeah. All right. So total foreign assistant budget, 42.8. This is 1% above the year before, which is an increase of 411 million. Key allocation areas: humanitarian assistance, 10 billion, with 6 billion fully and partially managed, ongoing emergencies in Sudan, Afghanistan, Haiti, Middle East, as well as new and emerging crisis. Global health, 4 billion, to control, prevent child maternal deaths, bolster nutrition, control HIV/AIDS epidemic, and prevent future infections of disease outbreaks. Food security, development and economic assistance.
Wow.
Central America, 600 $58 million for bilateral assistance to Central America under root cause strategies, contributing to a regional total of more than $1 billion when including centrally managed funds, global infrastructure investment, and IT budget. The IT budget for them was $383 million, with a focus on development, modernization, and enhancement, DME, at $99 million.
Wow. Wow. And yet we have veterans that are living on the street here in America. I mean, it's mind-blowing to me.
Yeah. So if you go to Grok, once you put a prompt in like that, down at the bottom, once it gives you an answer, it'll give you little buttons to click so you can say further breakdown. So when I further break this down, like economic growth, it says core programs, $2 billion, $50 million for Edge Fund, digital development, $500 million, and it continues to break it down. Climate and environment, $2.3 billion. Migration and refugee assistance, $224 million. Managing migration in the Western Hemisphere.
Wow.
84% above the 2023 estimate.
Wow. Wow. Let me do some house cleaning here. So everybody on TikTok, if you would double tap that screen and share this live out. We have Laftarina's here. Hi, Laftarina. Nice to see you this morning. MMA is here. Oh, she's on her way to work. Well, have a good day at work. Glad you could make it for a little while. Let me know where everybody's located so I can say hello. Kelly just said it's just absolutely mind-blowing. So crazy. Isn't that the truth, Kelly? And we're just at the tip of the iceberg when it comes to what's going to be happening and what's going to be exposed. Once we dig into the Treasury and what's been going on there, I think people's minds are going to be absolutely blown. Oh, so we have Paul Rick over on X. Hey, Paul, welcome. Glad you're here. Hopefully you can hear the audio on X, Rumble, and YouTube. We haven't figured out the video streaming portion of that for Alex to be on there. Actually, we do have you on there. Or no, do we, Alex?
Yeah, the problem is if I stream, you're using two devices. I'm not there. So if I join you on your restream, I can show up on all of those channels, but then I don't show up on TikTok. So it's one or the other, because TikTok, we have more viewers.
Okay, got you. Okay, got it. So Big Daddy from Dallas, Oregon. Hey, Big Daddy, I'm glad that you're here. DV Scott from Kansas. Hey, another Kansan.
Hey, welcome. Kansas also, southeast corner, buddy.
Sonia is at work just listening. Okay, Sonia, I'm glad you're here. Swanee from New Jersey, welcome. MMA is the East Coast. Candyman from North Carolina. Nikki Marek from Illinois, welcome. Baby Barbie's here as well. Didi Bianc from Omaha, Nebraska. Pete the Girl from Hollywood, South Carolina. Robert Hoffman 5, Northwest Florida. Hey, Robert, good to see you here. Barbie is from Louisiana. Bobby B from Branson, Missouri, welcome. Oh, and we got from Sweden here. Midwest Gen X from state of Florida, welcome. Goldilocks is here. Goldilocks 17, welcome, Goldie. Kelly from Michigan. Cam's here. Hey, Cam from Denver, Colorado. I lived in Denver for quite a while, Cam.
Was born in Inglewood.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Yeah, I lived in Winter Park first with my ex-wife and kids for 4 years, and then we moved down to Highlands Ranch.
Yep, was born in the Swedish Medical Center.
Oh, wow.
Wadsworth and 285.
Yeah, exactly. Cheryl from Tennessee, Platinum Pro 45 from Arizona. Connie Gibson, 855 from Texas. Oh, Christine's here. Hey, Christine from Hayesville, Kansas. Jasper 447 from the coast off of Massachusetts. Elizabeth Bartnick, 40 from Connecticut. Mary LV from California. Hey, another Californian. Kelly, Hesperia, Michigan. Welcome. And Cam's in Castle Rock. Okay, got it.
South of Denver. Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
I remember when it was the Denver Metro you drove a while and you were in Castle Rock, and then you drove a while and you were in Colorado Springs. And now it's just I-25 is nothing but city the whole way.
Yeah, exactly.
And I-25 was not built for that traffic.
No, I know. Paul Rick is from Warsaw, Missouri, over on X. Welcome, Paul.
You're not too far from me, brother.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Huh. Well, yeah, you know what really cracks me up when I lived in Colorado? So when I lived in the mountains, there was 10,000 people in the whole county. But we had Winter Park Mountain and Mary Jane, so there was a lot of influx during the day for skiing.
Sure.
But when I moved the family down to Highlands Ranch, it would crack me up when people would say, "Oh, the traffic here is just out of control." And I said, "Dude, you don't even understand what traffic's like until you've lived in Los Angeles for any amount of time."
Facts.
Yeah, exactly. Stonecutter 32 from Lakewood, California, or I'm not sure where that's from.
Lakewood, Colorado?
Could be. Laugh Tarina said, "Sam, you should apply to the journalist in the White House." Actually, Laugh Tarina, I did. I went in, I filled out all the information, I submitted it, and they accepted it. So we'll see whether or not what's gonna happen. We'll have to wait and see.
I lived off the 6th in Wadsworth for 4 years or so.
Oh wow.
Before I moved out here. So Lakewood's a nice little town.
Oh yeah, for sure. Sugar, good morning from Pennsylvania. Welcome, Sugar. I see, around 6 in Wadsworth, yeah. Laugh Tarina said, "Let us know what we need to do to get you in there. If we have to send in letters, I'll do it." Thank you, Laugh Tarina. I don't really know that there's any way to promote an individual. I think they're probably just going to pick somebody. What do you think, Alex?
We'll see. I spent a good portion yesterday watching C-SPAN, and the Democrats going absolutely bonkers over Vought taking the oh gosh dang it, what position is he taking? Anyway, it's another budget position. They're in full panic mode, bro.
Oh yeah.
Like
Oh yeah.
it's insane. Now that the covers are being peeled back and we're seeing the sleight of hand of money from here to there, and look how this connects to that, and how this newspaper received this and that newspaper received that, and this media outlet received. I mean,
it's mind-blowing. It's mind-blowing.
It is. Good morning, Robin.
Oh, hey, Robin. Good morning. So what do you make of the Sovereign Wealth Fund? What do you think's happening there? And then the crypto czar came out yesterday and was talking about the importance or the store of value for Bitcoin. What do you think, make of all that?
I think the Sovereign Wealth Fund is a awesome thing. If you look at other countries around the world that have similar wealth funds set up, it's a way for them to store wealth and fund things in a proper and transparent way for the people.
Right.
And if you look at the other countries that have things like this, it's pretty strange, Sam. Their homeless population is next to nothing.
Right. Well, you know, it's interesting. A friend of mine, a childhood friend, married a woman from Kuwait, and he's Lebanese like I am. And when this is going back, 30 years, but back then, Kuwait, what they would do is they had a form of a sovereign wealth fund, and every citizen of Kuwait at that time it was like $50,000 a year just for being a citizen. If they actually implement something like that here, it will completely change the.
Well, it's already kind of like, so for people in the U.S. that want to understand what it is and how it works, it's kind of how Alaska does. If you're an Alaskan citizen, there's a surplus based off of the resources that happen in that state, and you literally get a check from the state every year, or credit towards taxes. Sorry about that. Had a phone call come in.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's an investment vehicle. I mean, it's going to fund operations. It's going to fund budgets. It's an investment with goals that, man, there's just so much going on in the States right now. Like I was having a conversation with my best friend. He's the one that just called in. It is happening so fast from so many different directions. Like the news, the media can't even keep up. They're still talking about things from 3 days ago.
I know.
They just.
And we're only at the drip stage. When the flood hits, oh my gosh, I don't know how they're going to be able to handle it. But at this point, the exposure's coming fast and furious. People are waking up. They're finding out that our money has gone places that nobody even imagined it would go. And did you see that? Swanee just sent a gift. Thank you, Swanee. Hey,
Nice.
if you're on TikTok, double tap that screen and share this live out so we can get a bunch of people piled in here. But President Trump came out and he said he's going to look into this high-speed rail system that we've been paying for here in California.
I saw that.
We're at like $40 billion. It's not built yet. Now they've reduced the scope of it. We had in California here have been screaming about
price.
Huh?
Yeah, and tripled the price.
Triple the price. And we've been screaming about it. You know, the first tranche was $30 billion. It's gone. There's no train. It's just mind blowing where this money is going. How much?
Well, and if people want to do research about other countries that have a sovereign wealth fund, Norway has one, China, Abu Dhabi, Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, Singapore, and each of them are around, I mean, China's is 1.2 trillion, Abu Dhabi's, Norway's is 1.4 trillion. And it's sourced from oil revenues,
right?
Which he's going to open up our energy sector.
Drill, baby, drill.
That's going to build that fund as well as tariffs, I believe. I think tariffs will more go towards running versus investing this country. Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, Singapore, same thing. They're all between 600 and 700 billion dollars in worth.
Wow.
So do your due diligence. Go to Grok. Grok tells you all kinds of.
I know. Stuff. I play with that, and I play with ChatGPT as well. Paul Rick over on X said, "Love everything that's happening every day. Got to head out. Semper Fidelis." Thank you, Paul. Thank you for being here. Hope you have a good day.
Thanks for your service, Marine.
Yes, thank you.
Semper Fi.
So, let's see. So, we've got, if you're on TikTok, double tap that screen. Let's share this live out. Let's get some people piled in here and get some, and if you can send a gift, that's great. It raises our ratings. We can reach more people. It's appreciated. So, Old School Smooth said they lived in Dubai for 2 years. I haven't been to Dubai yet. Have you, Alex?
I have not been to Dubai.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that to see what happens with that.
I just want to go for all the cars.
Yeah, exactly. I know. You know,
Bugattis.
You know where's another place you could go for that? So here there's a city called Irvine.
Oh, yeah.
And in Irvine, literally, I sit and have coffee. Sometimes it's years ago in the village, they call it. It's Ferrari after Bugatti after McLaren. It's just like Dubai. It cracks me up.
When I came out there for the conference in, was it January of 2020? Or the end of 2019. Anyway, we rented a Lambo SUV.
Oh, nice. Oh, hey, Lucky Chucky's here. Hey, Chuck, glad you're here.
Just to go cruise. It was fun.
It is, yeah. The Rockhouse Rancher just sent a lightning bolt. Thank you so much, Rockhouse. Yeah, my brother had a Ferrari for a while. And I remember when he first got it, he was all excited. So I drove down there to see it. And he said, I said, let me drive it. I'm 6'3". And at that time I was probably 240, 250. I had to get into that thing in sections just to get into it. And then I'm driving, I'm like this, it was crazy. Those things are not made for people my size.
Well, that's why you buy American, because I guarantee you could fit in my vet.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And that was one of my brother's favorite vehicles was that he had a 63 split window. He got the first year, was in 1984. the new body style. He got that one. He had a whole bunch of Corvettes. He loved Corvettes. God
Nice.
rest his soul. Yeah,
Nice.
I know.
Let's go. Let's see. What's on the agenda for C-SPAN today?
That's a good question. I'm not really sure.
I'm looking at the schedule right now.
Goldilocks said, I love my C8 HTC. I'm not sure what that is.
Remarks on National Prayer Breakfast. That's happening now. Congressional Progressive Caucus members on Elon Musk and government efficiency. I don't know what time they quit last night, but the Democrats were going, they said they were going to go all night. And to listen to them, the conversation you and I were having before we got on this live, Sam, on the phone, it was the same exact talking points. It just parroted over and over and over and over the fear over what is happening and the transparency that's being, the Band-Aid's being ripped off. It's time to heal. Like,
exactly.
wow.
And we are in the justice phase now. Pam Bondi.
For information, I don't think we've got to justice yet. We're still in the flood. The flood's happening.
Oh yeah, I agree with that. But look at what's the congressman that got 11 years? I forget his name now. But anyway, he's got justice. You got one of the heads of the Treasury that's getting justice. Oh, she said it's Goldilocks said she said it's a C8 HTC, which is the hardtop convertible Chevrolet Corvette. Good for you, Goldilocks. Love to see a picture of it sometime.
Bob Mendez,
that was it. So he's gotten it. We've got Pam Bondi coming out and saying, when she's asked about the 2020, what was her response? I can't comment on an active investigation. Holy cannoli. It's coming, brother. It's happening. Hey,
she's so brilliant.
Oh yeah. Is Cash today? I heard that he's today.
Let me look.
Does he have to go through two phases?
9:15 Central. So here in about 15, 20 minutes, Senate Judiciary Committee votes on Kash Patel for FBI director.
So, but he has to go through two different ones like RFK, or is that the only one?
This is the vote. This is the Senate vote.
Okay, because you know how RFK had to go through the first committee and then he went to the Senate, or is going to go to the Senate vote?
Right. They go through the confirmation, and then after confirmation, there's a vote, and then that takes it from Congress over to the Senate for the vote. And the vote for the Senate is today. So we'll find out today what's going to happen.
Oh, okay, good. Dance
there's
Walker.
Part 1, Part 2. Yeah, here soon. Wow,
yeah.
we went live at just the right time.
Yeah, no kidding. Old School Smooth said all actors. Well, there's quite a bit of truth to that. Old School, I agree with you. Dance Walker PHX said they've all been through the committee. Okay, so this is going to be the final vote then.
Let's see. Yes, it will.
Oh, Miss Trace is here. Hi, Miss Trace. Swanee said, I feel like a kid in a candy store. Me too. I mean, it's just one lollipop after another. Hey, everybody, if you're on TikTok, double tap that screen and share this set live out. If you would, it would be appreciated. If you're on X, YouTube, or Rumble, give us the thumbs up with a positive affirmation button. Thank you. So Cindy said that Tulsi was rejected. I haven't heard that. Let me see if I can find anything. Tulsi Gabbard. Let's see. I don't see that she was rejected here. I thought that she was supposed to be at a 1 a.m. Vote yesterday morning, but I never heard anything about it.
Let me find out here just a second.
Ms. Trace, thank you for the kind words. Appreciate it. 80 Deuce Jeff is here. Hey, he said Christmas morning every day. It's so true. It's just like, what are we going to get to see today? Jeffrey said, I voted for this and I'm loving it every day. You and me both, Jeffrey. Absolutely. Kayla Southeast Arky Girl said, what a time to be alive. Boy, isn't that the truth? What an understatement. So true. And Sharon Rose said, I'm not tired of winning. Neither am I, Sharon. Neither am I. Oh, 6U7Y8's here. Good morning, guys. Good morning.
So the Senate committee voted to advance her nomination, which was 8-9. That was on the 4th, so that was 2 days ago. Committee's approval, Gabbard's nomination moves to the full Senate. Given the slim majority in the Senate at this time, her confirmation would depend on maintaining Republican support without significant defections. So I don't think it's happened yet.
Yeah, that's so weird because they said it was 1 a.m. on February 5th that they were going to do it. And I thought, wow, why would they do it at 1 a.m.? And then I never heard anything about it. Tony Negro said, we deserve this after 4 years of this misery. Isn't that the truth?
We deserve this after 50 years of what's gone on.
Exactly. Oh, I'm being told that my flag's mirrored again. Sorry. Hold on 1 second, guys.
So what happens, Sam, when, I mean, we've peeled back the covers on USAID. What happens when we peel the covers back on the Treasury?
Exactly.
On the Federal Reserve Bank.
Exactly.
Which I think is coming.
Oh, it's here. One of the lower courts tried to block them from tried to block Doge from accessing the Treasury records. That just happened this morning. I read it this morning. I think it happened yesterday. When that can of worms gets opened up, oh my word. Oh my word.
Yeah. It says, according to 12 posts and 15 web pages, as of the most recent information, Tulsi Gabbard awaits a full Senate vote for her confirmation, with the outcome still uncertain due to political dynamics in her contentious nomination history.
Okay. It doesn't give a date on when they're doing that?
It does not say. And that's, I was looking at C-SPAN to see. It's not on the schedule, but we do have cash coming up.
Yeah, and that's today, right?
Yeah, here in just a very short amount of time, 15 minutes. Right now, there's a congressional caucus members on Elon Musk and government efficiency. I bet it's still the Democrats, dude.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I'm gonna sneak in there and see what. I just. We talked about this, Sam, on the phone before going live. Like cults are real, and cult mentality. When we look at the history of them and look at how they get their followers to just blindly believe and drink the Kool-Aid. Like the whole phrase "drink the Kool-Aid" came from a cult that drank the Kool-Aid and all went to sleep forever. Like the normalcy bias and the Stockholm syndrome, and they just, if you repeat a lie loud enough and often enough, people will believe it. And
well, and it's like we talked about this morning, Alex. The younger generations have been inundated with trillions of dollars of media. They have been inundated with media bias to the degree that that's formed their opinions.
It's not just media. So, my wife is younger than I am, and her woman's studies course at a university was to read Lady Gaga's book.
Wow.
Like, it's not just the media. It is the education system. It is, anyway.
Right. Old School Smooth said they're brainwashed and they're MK Ultra. Well, I think there's a lot of truth to that. Now, there's another technology that most people are not familiar with. Have you ever heard of flicker rate technology, Alex?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Blue lights, LED lights.
Exactly.
televisions, monitors, subliminal messages.
Well, flicker rate's a little different than subliminal, but flicker rate, the reason flicker rate is important in this at this point in time, in my opinion, is that why did we go from tube televisions to flat screens? They went from tube to LED and LCD. Why? That's how flicker rate works. It flickers at a rate that produces the image.
Right.
Well,
So if you take your cell phone and you point it at an old tube TV, or you point it, like we'll do this now. If you point it at an LCD monitor, you see like the lines. As I get close, you can see how it, like if you try to take a picture, a still shot of a monitor, you'll see flicker rate, which is lines that move through it. But if you took a picture of an old school tube TV, the picture would come out as clear as you're seeing right now.
And I am convinced that even though it's against the law, our government owns hundreds of patents for that. I am convinced that they have used that for decades. Because you think about it, we had tube TVs, and then as soon as the first flat screens came out, almost within a few years, everything else was gone. It was all flat screen. And I remember when that happened, because I owned a technology company from 97 to 2001. And I went to CES and I went to Comdex every year in Vegas. And the first year that those came out, they were like $20,000 for a flat screen monitor. And now, look at where we're at within just a couple, 20 years. There are no more tube TVs. Everything is flat screen for a reason. And
the Democrats are still going. Senate Democrats hold marathon session to debate Russell Vaught's White House budget director nomination. Dance Walker PHX asked, so we're still waiting on Cash in Tulsi. We'll find out about Cash here in about 10 minutes. It's if you go to cspan.org, they will stream it live if you're interested in watching it. I don't know if Sam and I will stay on for the whole thing, but maybe we'll flip my camera around and turn the volume up if we want to listen to it. Whatever you want to do, Sam.
Yeah, that'd be great. So we have, excuse me, Molly Brown said, sushi is an acronym. I'm not sure what you're referring to, Molly. If you want to put it in the chat so I can know what sushi stands for. We have 80 Deuce. Jeff said, Politico pays many social media left-wing propagandists like Harry Sissons and others. Yeah, and all that came out yesterday. Well, at least a good portion of it did. Robin M. Keel said, light bulbs and street lights. Exactly. Why can't we have incandescent bulbs anymore? Those are questions that we need to ask and that need to be brought into the public sphere.
Where'd it go? Hold on. There was someone who just asked about RFK Jr. He has been, the committee has moved him forward, but there has not been a final Senate vote scheduled yet. So
they haven't scheduled it yet?
So we still got the big three. Cash is the first today. We'll find out.
Yeah, exactly. Molly, yes, I can see your comments. Just commented on it. If you're on TikTok, please double tap that screen and share this live out to as many people as you can. If you're on YouTube, X, or Rumble, give us the thumbs up or the positive affirmation button. We are working on the technology to get the video over here onto the Restream. And in fact, Alex, I think what I'm going to do, I talked about this last time. What do you think if I had another tripod and I put, which I use my phone for the Restream, if I put that in a position where I could see the TikTok screen, would that work?
I think it would. We'd have to work out the audio portion. That's what we struggle with when I go live on Restream and on another device and have you like wearing my headsets. Like we end up with microphones and different speaking and echoes and all this. So at some point, I think once the TikTok situation is resolved, the reason that we're not using the Restream to do TikTok is because TikTok doesn't have the plugin worked out yet for your chat window in TikTok to display on the Restream. So we miss all the comments.
Well,
but we will figure it out.
I wonder if that has been resolved because I haven't tried it since we did it a few weeks ago.
I don't think it has. I've been kind of periodically popping into my Restream and looking at how it's configured.
Yeah.
We can do some more research, Sam, certainly.
Okay.
And we may have to switch platforms. Restream may not be the one to do it.
Well, I know that we should probably look into StreamYard. A lot of the other podcasters use that one.
Okay.
In fact, I'll Let me send this. Hold on, everybody. I'm sending myself a note because at my age, you tend to forget things. I know. Go ahead. Rub it in.
Morning, Ashley. Yes, you do need to go listen to that. Yeah, absolutely. The Sean Ryan Cash Patel podcast is pure fire. Is JFK Jr. alive? I mean, truth is stranger than fiction.
I know. I don't put anything out of the realm of possibility.
I don't know.
6U7Y8 said, I still remember throwing away my old Sony TV. It was heavy. Oh, isn't that the truth? I remember when my dad, 50 years ago, came home with this new RCA television in the cabinet. That thing was a freaking boat anchor. Ain't nobody stealing those things.
So my stepdad was a TV repair man. Mm-hmm. And so we had one of the first Betamax.
Oh, wow.
Before VHS, right? Yeah. So yeah, he was always like bringing home weird gadgets, and like when they went to the projection TVs, which were these monster. You go back and look at those things. The picture was terrible,
right?
But it was big.
Yeah, exactly. Gen X Holtz, thank you so much for the kind words. We are doing our best, that's for sure. So we've got, let's see here. Everybody on TikTok, if you would, double tap that screen, share this live out, and let us know where you are located so we can say hello. To James 1977 said, is Elvis alive? It wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me with Michael Jackson. It wouldn't surprise me with...
what's that guy's name? Bob... God, what is that pastor's name? Pastor Bob... gosh dang it. Hold on. There is a pastor down in Mississippi that if he's not the man, he's genetically his twin. I mean,
really?
Truth is strange. Bob Joyce. Bob Joyce, that's his name.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, yeah, you got to Google Bob Joyce, brother.
Really? And this is I think maybe you sent me something on him a while ago. Oh, yeah, you did. You sent me. I know who. I see him now. Yeah.
So Grok says, no, Bob Joyce is not Elvis Presley, despite conspiracy theories suggesting otherwise, due to the striking resemblance to Elvis, including similarities in voice, mannerisms, and appearance. Bob Joyce himself has explicitly denied being, well, of course he's going to.
Of course, exactly. Like, we're going to believe it. Okay.
Bob Joyce was born in 1952, making him significantly younger than what Elvis would have been. Okay. So there you go. It's been debunked.
Supposedly. Jill Patton 2 from Texas. Welcome, Jill. Karen Nurnberg 38, upstate New York. Welcome. We have Robin Keel in Wilmington, North Carolina. Let's see. We have T.L. Moister in Missouri. Painter Man 1973 said he's alive. Well, we'll see. I don't know. But again, as Alex always says, truth is stranger than fiction.
Yeah. So let's talk about Sum of All Fears, the movie.
Oh, dude. I mean, and this is the first president going to the Super Bowl.
Let me go get my box of tinfoil real quick. I'm gonna pass a little hat and I'm gonna put it on.
Exactly.
Because man, everybody put a 1 in the chat if you remember watching the movie Sum of All Fears, right? Because the plot to the movie was an assassination attempt on an American president, right? With a nuclear device.
Well, that was one of the subplots. The real plot was the two main powers being coaxed into fighting each other by a third party.
Right. And so now we fast forward to 2025. We've already had one scare at the stadium for a college game that they went in and scanned and made sure that it was all good. the same college bowl game is also where this Sunday we're going to have a big game and a president's going there
for the first time ever.
And what makes this all just what song has he been playing for the last, I don't know, 6-8 months?
You mean North and Dorma? I know.
So the time travels of Baron Trump that was written in the 1800s.
Ingersoll Lockwood?
If you don't know about those books, check them out. An uncle that has the longest tenure at MIT who received, was it 58 folders of Teslas and only returned 53 because he said the other 5 were just gibberish.
Oh, you mean was that the uncle of someone by the name of Trump? Is that what we're talking about?
As a matter of fact, it was.
Oh, yeah. Hey, look at all the ones we got in the chat.
I saw that.
Wow.
So I mean, man, truth is stranger than fiction, and I want, man, to be a fly on the wall inside of that man's head.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
What is really going on?
Exactly. 80 Deuce Air Cab is here. Welcome, 80 Deuce. He said he's working, so he can only listen and tap now and then. Don't worry about it, man. Just glad that you're here.
Gen X Halls, I'm a Gen Xer as well, brother. We're on the same page, sir.
Yeah, exactly.
Facts.
Gen X, yeah, exactly.
The term conspiracy theorist was keyed to discredit and disavow critical thinking. And if you find facts to support a conspiracy, it's no longer a theory or a conspiracy.
Right.
Just saying.
Well, it could be a conspiracy, but not necessarily a theory. Conspiracy fact. Yeah, right. Exactly. So, hey, everybody on TikTok, double tap that screen.
2 minutes,
share
buddy.
How?
2 minutes.
Okay, cool. Everybody on TikTok, double tap that screen, share this live out. If you can send a GIF, it raises our ratings. It helps us. Thank you so much. If you're on X, YouTube, or Rumble, give us the thumbs up or the positive affirmation button and send us a question in the chat, and we'll read it out and get some answers for you.
Yeah. So Cindy says, so far conspiracies have been true, LOL. So Kennedy from Louisiana on the floor the other day comes out and he says, I mean, it looks like we're going to have to come up with some more conspiracies because they've all been proven true.
Exactly.
37-0.
Exactly.
We are in flood. We are in information flood right now. I freaking love it.
Yeah. Sharon Rose said, what makes a great movie? Good actors. So very true, Sharon. So very true. Oh, we got a bunch of Gen Xers in the house here, Alex. We got Carl Withrow, Painterman 1973, Michelle Tex Girl, all Gen Xers. You guys
1973, baby.
You guys are tough. I like that.
Though I don't resemble Gen X other than these little white streaks that are starting to show up here.
Well, welcome to the club, brother. The 3-letter agency that coined the phrase, we all know what that is, begins with the letter C and ends with the letter A. You're absolutely right. Who was it that OJ?
Here we go, folks. Let's see if we can make a little magic happen. Go ahead, Sam, while I'm setting up here.
Okay. So we've got Tim, another Gen X. We have Mr. Nobody, 419, 1972. We've got Krista S7 Houston, 77. Liz, Gen X, 1975. High Rum Broad Bent, 69. I watched Tony on Blacklist the other night, 1965 here. Brenda Lavoie, 1955. Miss Trace, Gen X, 74. Wow, Tim, 1965. Penny Clark, Gen X, 67. Wow, we are overrun with Gen Xers. I love it.
If you were ever curious about your viewing audience, sir, we just answered the question.
Yeah, exactly. I'm so stoked. I'm grateful. All you guys are here. Christine's a boomer. I'm right on the cusp. I'm 62, so I could go either way, boomer or Gen X.
You know what? You are honorary Gen X, sir. I vote you in right now.
Thank you. Boomer, let's see. Heidi, 7533, 1962. Marley, 1966. Jason Johnston, 1975. Rick Coelho, Boomer 57. Welcome, Rick. Mushroom with a bunch of numbers, 1949, Boomer. Kevin Blakely said he's a January 6er here. Kevin Blakely, is that, I don't know, were you one of the January 6th that got, had the trouble? I would love to know. Let us know. So everybody, we're trying to get the Kash Patel hearing, not hearing, but the decision, as you can see on the video. So bear with us as we coordinate that.
Let me see if I can.
Karen Nurnberger 38 said, I vote for Sam being Gen X. Thank you, Karen. Oh my gosh. Jersey 14, what are we watching? We're about to watch the decision on Kash Patel for the FBI. Oh, did we lose you, Alex?
No, sir. I'm still here.
Okay.
I'm just trying to. Does that look better, Sam?
Yeah, that looks good.
That way, if Ronnie or Interstate pops up, you can bring them up.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, I like it this way better. I like to be able to bring them on if they come up. Let me get my camera adjusted here because my head gets cut off when we do that. Let's see.
And I've got my phone tilted in a particular manner that makes it a little difficult for me to see comments. So we need to text Ronnie and see if he can come mod. All right, here we go.
I just texted him.
How's the audio?
So
I can hear it. Good.
On our agenda, we've got 3 administrative committee matters and 1 nomination listed. The minority, as well as myself, has exercised their right and my right under the committee rules to hold over the nomination of Kash Patel to be director of the FBI. So that nomination is held over. Before we turn to administrative matters, I'd like to point out that committee Democrats are establishing a double standard by forcing us to meet this morning.
What is held over?
I don't know.
Republicans routinely required the committee to meet in person. Did not require the committee to meet in person, just to hold over nominations. Republicans extended this courtesy at least 17 times last Congress, even when very controversial nominees were on the agenda. But now that Republicans are in the majority, Democrats on this committee are not extending the same practice to us. Our committee works best when both sides uphold norms.
So when a nomination is held over, it generally means that the consideration or processing of that nomination has been postponed or delayed to a later time.
Oh, you got to be kidding me.
When we were in the minority. Now I'll be glad to turn to Ranking Member Durbin, and then we'll take up the administrative matters.
Not Durbin.
Chairman Grassley, you're right. What you said is true. Under Chairman Graham, we tried to avoid meeting if it wasn't absolutely necessary, and we did that on a bipartisan basis. And I think I speak for the Democratic side. We hope to return to that model. This is an extraordinary nomination.
Oh,
Kash Patel nomination that leads us to want to meet today and spend a moment. We sent a letter. We received similar letters from the Republicans in the past asking for another hearing on Mr. Patel. And the obvious response from the Republican side is we've already had our hearing. We're not going to have another one. I'm disappointed, not surprised, but disappointed because I think there are several things that we have to acknowledge. Number one, this is an unusual nomination. Unusual, and it's a 10-year nomination. I mean, we decided 50 years ago to reform the selection of the FBI head to make sure that we took politics out of the equation. And so we said 10 years, that's going to transcend at least one president, maybe 2, the service of an individual. So 10 years is a pretty long time, and I think merits extra consideration and review. Secondly, the hearing of this individual raised questions that I'm sure a lot of people were surprised about. Why did we spend so darn much time talking about a musical recording, the J6 choir? We did because Mr. Patel basically denied any knowledge of the creation of this musical enterprise and the people who were involved in it. he was very proud of the musical selection, which he was playing at rallies for President Trump. And he was very much involved in calling the
Yeah, exactly.
storm the Capitol on January 6th. And yet, when we asked him about him, he denied that he had any real knowledge of who was involved and what they were doing here. I look at, I'm trying to find one quote. He was on Steve Bannon's show. Mr. Patel claimed he didn't have anything to do with the January 6th prison choir, which includes January 6th rioters who violently assaulted police officers. Here's what he said to Steve Bannon, quote, "We got this idea to record the January 6th prisoners who recite the national anthem every night from the DC prison. Then we took that to the studio, so we mastered and digitized it." I mean, that's a direct contradiction under oath of his involvement. What difference does it make? A recording, come on, Durbin, move on. The recording was of political prisoners who stormed this Capitol.
We are pejorative, not him himself.
Best and brightest and most well-trained people who guard us every single day. Capitol Police and their DC counterparts. They are trying to, some people are trying to lionize the city's effort by these thugs who came and stormed the Capitol and were screaming out, "Hang Vice President Pence." I hope that we don't fall into this trap of trying to rewrite history as to what happened on January 6th. That was an atrocious display of political might, and at the expense of some wonderful people who guard us every single day in this Capitol. There are some here who wouldn't, and when we went through this hearing, they disparaged the very thought that these people would be pardoned if they were guilty of violence against the police. One of my colleagues here called it absurd and hypothetical. Well, it turned out to not be so absurd. On the first day he was president, and the second term, Donald Trump issued a blanket pardon for all those who had been arrested. Mr. Patel was part of this lionization of these thugs who took over the Capitol or tried to take it over on that day. I don't want history to be wrong or misleading about what actually happened. Now what's happening? Questionnaires are going on in the Department of Justice and the FBI as to whether individuals serving our country in those agencies were involved in January 6th prosecutions. Yesterday, I met an individual who wants to be the Deputy Attorney General, Todd Blanche. Made a good impression. Some of you probably met him too. He appears to be a well-versed, well-trained attorney. He was personal attorney to President Trump in one of his lawsuits. Back in the day, he was working for the U.S. Attorney's Office in New York. And I asked him, when you started working there, did they let you pick and choose the files you worked on? He said, of course not. You were assigned, particularly if you were low in seniority, you were assigned cases. So I said, to say that a person worked on a January 6th case, if they are new to the agency, is it possible that they were ordered to do that case? He said, it's possible. I said, should that be held against him? He didn't think it should, nor does anyone else, I hope. They did the job they were assigned to do. And now we have this kind of survey of the Department of Justice and the FBI to determine who was involved in the January 6th prosecutions. If this is an effort to punish them, dismiss them, or treat them poorly because they did what they were supposed to do as professionals, that's wrong. And I look at the involvement of Kash Patel in this.
Oh, Alex, we lost the audio and video. Alex, you there?
Sorry, I had a phone call come in.
Oh, that's okay.
The United States and the world over to this man to settle political scores is something we're going to regret. That's why we asked for a second hearing on this. I hope that we don't have to do it again, and I hope that some members on the Republican side will think twice on this issue.
Okay, now for the business of the committee.
Mr. Chairman.
Listen, I'd rather do our administrative business.
Then can I speak?
I wasn't planning on anybody speaking.
I'd like to respond to what Senator Durbin said.
They are in full panic mode.
Let's,
Case, I'd like to line up behind Senator Kennedy to speak myself.
okay. I'll call on Senator Kennedy when we get done here. But let's make very clear. There's plenty of time for any sort of debate you want to do a week from today, right now, to discuss anything you want to discuss. This
They're putting it off for another week.
Are they?
Last year, last Congress, we let the Democrats have not having to meet under circumstances similar to this, so they didn't have to meet. Now we're here. So we'll this authorizing resolutions, we'll adopt the resolution by voice vote. All those in favor of adopting the committee authorizing resolution say aye. Aye. Opposed say no. The ayes appear to have it, do have it. The authorizing resolution is adopted. Next, we'll adopt the committee rules. My staff and ranking member Durbin likewise have worked on these rules and have shared them with all of you in advance by voice vote. All those in favor of adopting committee rules say aye. All opposed say no. The ayes appear to have it and do have it. The rules are adopted. Finally, we'll approve subcommittee and subcommittee memberships. These have been circulated in advance. All those in favor of approving subcommittees and subcommittee memberships say aye. Opposed say no. The ayes appear to have it, do have it. Committee rules are adopted. Senator Kennedy.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I just want to respond briefly. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I just wanted to respond briefly to my colleague, Senator Durbin. Senator, I listened carefully to what you said. I do not know a single member of this body that condones what happened on January 6th. And I want to be very clear. But the United States Supreme Court has been very clear. The United States Supreme Court has ruled that the United States Department of Justice overcharged many of the January 6th defendants using an Enron era obstruction of justice statute. And I don't see anything wrong with the Department of Justice under new leadership finding out or trying to find out why that happened. I'm curious. I know you're a good lawyer. You should be curious too. That's the only point I wanted to make.
Mr. Chairman, before you speak.
Yes, sir.
I think I want to clarify what I've been trying to make. So I want to run this markup the way Chairman Durbin did. He asked members to, quote, wait until each nominee is called if they wish to make a comment on a specific nominee, end of quote. He also asked members not to speak on matters that were simply being held over and to wait until a matter was, quote, right for consideration to debate. We routinely were afforded the opportunity to speak on nominees that were simply being held over. We were not, I should say. We're not going to have a double standard here. And as I mentioned, for the last 2 years, committee Republicans didn't make Democrats meet just to hold over nominees. Senator Whitehouse.
Thanks, Mr. Chairman. I just wanted to address the letter that three of us sent to you related to a new precedent that this committee seems to be setting. During the hearings, Senators Schiff and Booker and myself asked questions about what transpired in the grand jury that Kash Patel testified in. He was unwilling to disclose any of that.
Yeah, he can't disclose it. All right. Well, so it's been held over. Nothing to see here.
Right.
Carry on.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's more BS, and they're trying to push it off. They know they're against the wall. They don't have much of a choice. You want to bring yourself back up regular, Alex?
I'm adjusting the screen now, sir.
Okay.
There we go. Switch layout. Nothing new. It's, held over. Damn it. Like, until next week?
Right.
Come on.
Exactly.
Why? Here's my tinfoil hat conspiracy. All right, here we go. Why is it being held over? I think it's being held over probably because we still have some people that we would hope would bring cash in, that probably have some skeletons in the closet that they don't want cash to come in and investigate. So they're going to vote no. And so the Republicans are buying more time, I think in hopes of probably more communication in the back to go ahead and get this man on in. They're scared, dude.
They're scared,
really
and they know they have nowhere to go, so they're pulling out any stop that they can. Hey, everybody on TikTok, if you would double tap that screen, share this live out. We were bringing you the confirmation here, excuse me, the vote on Kash Patel. And apparently what's happened is they are putting it off for another week. No real specifics as to why, but looks like they are, in fact, putting it off for a week. Not surprising.
That's frustrating.
Not surprising.
So 3-0. And who was it that introduced right on time? Guess what was introduced yesterday? Articles of impeachment.
Yeah, I know. Now we're going to try and go down that road again. You got to be kidding me.
Anyway,
Unbelievable.
well, that was uneventful.
Yeah. All right. Well, not much we can do about it at this point.
In other news, what else do we want to talk about, sir? Let's see. What do
Well,
we got in the news today?
Sharon Rose said nothing.
Or was shuttered. USAID routed funds to Soros-aligned causes, terrorist and drug queens.
Yep, exactly. I read that yesterday. Painterman 1973 said they know they're cooked. That's exactly right, Painterman. They know it, and they're doing whatever they can to forestall the inevitable. Jules MC60 said that's bullcrap. I agree. But again, until we get these things cleaned out, we're going to be running into this type of things over and over again.
After just 17 phonetic days, Trump has already delivered most of his agenda. While most presidents take months or years to complete the items promised on the stump, Trump has signed 36 executive orders in his first week alone. Since then, almost daily, he has hosted press in the Oval Office as his actions approach 50.
Yep. Dark Wolf said Bondi has the evidence and authority to issue arrest warrants for corrupt Democrats. Why wait? Well, that's a good question, but she's only been in there, 2 days?
She not even, but yeah.
Yeah. So
it's going to take some time for her to start producing because she's going to have to get the team behind her, paralegals and all, writing up the documents. But I think it's coming.
Right. Mary McCurry said they waste their time and our money on impeachment procedures. That's exactly right, Mary. And that's what happened in 2018.
100%. Santa
deal.
says Doge is kicking ass and cleaning house.
Yep.
I 100% agree.
Yep. Santa said Doge is kicking ass and cleaning house. Very true. And there's so much coming out there. Wait till they get to the Treasury. Wait till they get to these other bureaucratic agencies. They're screwed and they know it, and they're just trying to forestall the inevitable.
Speaking of Mr. Flynn, let's see what his latest X post would be. 2 hours ago, former USAID Director Samantha Power should be indicted for what she's been doing with our hard-earned U.S. taxpayer money.
Exactly.
America has roughly 60K homeless veterans living in the streets of America with some of their families. They go to shelters for warmth or a meal and find a compassionate American dole out a few bucks to them on the streets. Meanwhile,
I know.
yes, last year, Marxist Biden administration gave $40 million per week to the Taliban. That's over $2 billion a year.
Savage just said, I can't wait till HHS. Yeah, I don't know when RFK Jr. is coming up. Did you say it was next week, Alex?
They just said held over. I caught Grassley saying until next week in that. So I
That was for cash, but what about RFK?
Same thing.
Oh, okay.
It has not been scheduled yet. Neither is Tulsi Gabbard.
Right. RC 1070, I agree with you. COG is what we're in. I agree. Kevin Blakely 3 said, we the people should stop paying taxes until all this is cleaned up. Well, there's a lot of people calling for suspension. Well, obviously we want to end the Fed and the income tax, but there's a lot of people calling for not paying taxes this year because of the money that has been sent specifically from the USAID. How that's going to play out, your guess is as good as mine, but it's certainly in the public narrative. Floyd said, I wish Trump could put cash in and go around these Democrats. Well, you can if they try to shoot him down, the what is it called? Absentee appointments?
Correct. And I think I think that's probably what's going to end up happening. And if we're watching a movie, get your popcorn ready, because we're going to go through these hearings and we're going to go through listening to what all of these people have to say about the people that we want in, which is simply more exposure to the corruption, the mindset, the fear mongering, it just peels back the covers that much more for what's going to inevitably be the person in the end anyway, because he can put them in.
Right. Exactly. They must be allowing this to happen for a reason. And it's probably so people can see things like this where they're just postponing the inevitable.
Anyone, a little off topic, anyone have any idea what's going on with the flag on government websites? Give me a government website and I will go to it right now. What do we go to?
Let's see here. We've got
I don't see.
Holly said the money leads back to their pockets. Mark my words. I agree. It's all going.
Ace, give me a website. Which one? Let's go look at a flag.
Hey, everybody on TikTok, if you would double tap that screen, share this live out. If you can send us a gift, that's great. It raises our ratings. If we can reach more people, that would be wonderful. If you're on X, YouTube, or Rumble, give us the thumbs up or the positive affirmation button. And if you are on X, YouTube, or Rumble, send me a question in the chat for Alex and I to go off of. I think the chat's working on those platforms now. Send us a message and we'll see if we can answer it for you.
Yeah, and do tap the screen and share Sam. Guys, he gets up every morning bright and early before the California sun, and he peruses through the articles to bring us the Daily Dispatch. I think he does us all a great service of consolidating the madness into a quick little 3-minute format for all of us to digest. And that's, we appreciate Sam. So tap and share, get the likes up. You're at 23K. I know Ronnie's not here, but he would force you to do that Trump shuffle if you hit 50K.
Right, exactly. Yeah, he just texted. He said he wasn't able. He's taking care of his son.
No worries.
Yeah. Floyd, thank you for the gift. I appreciate it. We appreciate it. he sent a hat and mustache. I think our goal for the hat and mustache today is, I don't know, 25 maybe or something.
USA.gov top left. Okay.
So if
just
you
a
guys
second.
are able to do it, wonderful. Appreciate it. Christine, you are welcome. Thank you for being here. Ace said it's state.gov.
Oh,
What does it show?
well, it's a weird little flag. Here's how you know an official website of the United States government.
Toddy, thank you for the hat and mustache.
Interesting. That is a weird little flag. Huh.
What does it look like? Let me see. I'll pull it up. State Gov.
Oh, I got you.
Okay.
Oh, it's gonna get blurry. I don't.
Oh.
Yeah, come on.
It said Ace said and Mary McCurry both said 9 stars and 11 stripes.
Yeah, it's not a complete flag. Now I don't know if that's let's see. Let's go to all topics and services. Let's go. Let's see.
Hey, Mega Dave's here. Hey, Mega Dave. Yeah, no, dude, I'm up early every morning, about 4:30 in the morning Pacific time. Oh, thank you for the roses, Dave. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm up early every morning. We just decided we're going to try a live early morning and see how many people are here. And boy, we've got.
So if you go to state.gov, it has the same little banner. So apparently, it's an attempt to make sure that you are at an actual government website. Oh, my camera's here. Oops. So state.gov also has that same little banner. I'm gonna hold on a second here.
Let me make an announcement here too, everybody. Again, Mega Dave, thank you for all the roses. It's truly appreciated. Floyd just sent a heart me. Thank you so much, Floyd. So did Mega Dave.
I blew it up, Sam, so you can see.
Oh, yeah, that's strange. Huh. I wonder what that is. If anybody has any ideas on what's going on there, let us know. Appreciate it.
Huh. You learn something new every day. Thanks,
Isn't that
Ace.
the truth? Also, to everybody on the live, I have started a subscription on TikTok, and Alex and I are going to be doing some special things just for the subscribers within the next 30 days. So I would encourage you to go and subscribe to my channel, and let's see where this goes, man. This is getting exciting, especially with all that's getting revealed right now. And if you are on TikTok, double tap that screen and share this live out. If you are on YouTube, X or Rumble, please give us the thumbs up or the positive affirmation button. Thank you.
One of the benefits to being subscriber only chat, we can be a little more open in conversations because we're talking to subscribers. Obviously, we wouldn't expect the internet trolls to subscribe to content that they disagree with. Therefore, we kind of can be a little more free with our conversation and not have to worry about trolls.
Right. Excellent. Is that great? Adno8112 said the flag means that California is not part of the U.S. Well, I don't think that's the case. We all know that Washington, D.C. is not, but what's interesting is it's no longer, it's being referred to as the city of Washington now, not D.C. Is more coming out about that? Well, we'll see. Marcella McCarthy said, my opinion is showing that it's not an official government website. Oh, interesting.
Yeah, Congress.gov does not have that little banner.
Huh. Living Life 8881 just sent a rose. Thank you so much. Again, everybody on TikTok, double tap that screen, share this live out. And if you can send a gift, that's great. It raises our ratings. And as Alex explained, we are doing subscriptions now on my channel. And it'll be someplace where we can all interact without having to worry about the trolls. Jonah Jolie's following. Great. Welcome, Jonah. Welcome to the club. Welcome to the group.
WhiteHouse.gov does not have that banner.
Does not. Which is the one that did have it?
USA.gov and what was the other one I went to? Hold on, I'm looking at something else.
Heidi 75333 said, I I heard the flag represents the states that seceded at the start of the Civil War. Janet said try ssa.gov.
I'm looking at whitehouse.gov and I blew this up and it's, I don't know, maybe it's just that was the only size flag that the web developer decided to put up. But on top of whitehouse.gov, on top of the, now that one has the correct number of stars and stripes. So I don't know. I don't know, folks.
Interesting.
Maybe there's something to it.
Yeah.
Maybe not. SSA.gov, she said. Let's look.
Yeah. Holly, thank you for sharing out the live. Thank you to everybody sharing out the live. If you would double.
SSA.gov does indeed have the same banner.
Oh, seriously? The one with the stripes and the stars left? Wow.
Yep.
Michael Stevens said there are no coincidences. Everything has meaning. I would agree. I don't know what it means, but yeah, I would agree.
Treasury.gov has the little banner.
Dwayne Cox. Hey, guys. Hey, Dwayne. Glad you're here. Welcome. I wonder what that's all about. It was, what was it? 9 stars and 11 stripes?
Yeah. Let's ask Grok.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Yeah, Mary had said that according to the 9 stars represented the first 9 states that seceded from the Union in the early 1860s. However, yeah, I'm not sure what that is.
So the flag you are describing with 9 stars and 11 stripes does not correspond with any official version of the United States flag that has been used historically. Given the background, a 9-star, 11-stripe flag could be one of several things: historical anomaly or error, artistic or symbolic use, misrepresentation or myth, temporary or proposed. So
Who knows?
I think the web developer
Sad Savage said that Google says it's been on the websites since 2021. Oh, here's a good one. Jody Muzana said 9/11. Interesting. 9 stripes, 11 star, or 9 stars, 11 stripes, 9/11. Ho ho! That's a good one, Jody. Thank you for bringing that up. Sharon Rose said the same thing. 9/11. Interesting. Mega Dave with the emoji.
Sam, you have the best viewers on the podcast.
I know. They're so cool. Everybody here is so cool.
You guys are great.
I know. That was a great one. I didn't even think of that. Rhonda Dumoulin said maybe going back to the Republic. Well, I think there is something to that. I think that there's some discussion as to, is President Trump really going to be the 19th president as opposed to the 47th? Or is it going to change? Well, we'll have to see. 80 Deuce Aircab said 9/11 in numerology, meaning 9 is the end of one era and 11 is a double new beginning. Oh, interesting, Deuce. I didn't know that. Interesting. Very interesting. Mega David, I agree. Very interesting. Hey, everybody on TikTok, if you would double tap that screen, share this live out. If you can send a hat and mustache, we're trying to reach, I think, 25 today. It raises our ratings. Everybody wins. Thank you so much.
Argentina withdrew from the World Health Organization.
I know. That was in my report today, I think. It was today or yesterday I put it in there.
So Gaza Strip.
Oh.
What I'd be interested in the viewers' opinions. Trump coming out and saying that we'll take it over. Is that a sleight of hand? Is that so here we are again, like the proverbial we. Does that mean we, as in the states? Does that mean we as in, one side or the other of a cause? Like, what? Or is he baiting?
Is it a head fake?
Is it right? Is he baiting a reaction so that we have more information?
Well, I found it very interesting when President Trump was with Netanyahu in that little interview they did. When Netanyahu went to sit down, President Trump took his chair and pushed it in for him, just like a lady you would do for a lady. Oh, John said the Gaza Canal. Yeah, I agree. That so there is a new canal that's been proposed for decades to compete with the Suez Canal that's owned by Egypt. And there are several people that think that that's a possibility of why Trump would go in, take care of Gaza or take over Gaza. I don't see him kicking the Gazans out personally. I think there's something much more going on there. Matt Garfield said he always head fakes. It's glorious. It's very true. But again, how's it going to play out long term? I don't know.
USDA ordered to scrub climate change from all websites.
Oh yeah, I reported on that day before yesterday. I think it was. Oh yeah. Four Paw Rescue Mom said, I think he's baiting Saudi. Could very well be.
I don't think Saudi's who he's baiting. I think we're in pretty good standing with them. Another funny video. You remember the song from Vanilla Ice back in the 90s?
Oh, I saw those videos, and everybody's all, "Who's doing that? Why are they doing that?"
Cruising past the protest.
I know. Michelle, thank you for the rose. It's appreciated.
Next time we talk on the phone, remind me to tell you a funny El Paso story.
Okay.
From my youth.
Yeah.
Any other topics that any of the viewers would like for us to dive into, post them down below. Click the heart button for Sam. Share it out. Support the man. We appreciate him.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Alex. Dwayne Cox said he already exposed that none of the other members of the UN does not have our interest. Wait till. So.
Oh, I was doing the happy dance, Dwayne. When it pulled us from the UN, I was flipping giddy. Like, let's go.
Right.
Let's go.
Painter Man 1973 said, finally got a good president and they want to impeach him. What is wrong with these people? Well, what is wrong with these people, Painter Man, is they're corrupt, they're being exposed, and they know it.
Well, their piggy banks are being taken away. Their mechanisms for being able to move money from one place to another, and then into their pockets is going away. The American people are being shown where America has been taken advantage of for 50 plus years, folks. This is not new. This is not something that started underneath the last administration. This has been going on for a very, very, very long time.
Right. 6U7Y8 said, follow the money. I agree. Follow the money.
Well, it's sleight of hand tricks. We haven't been able to follow the money. Until this level of transparency that we're seeing right now, we haven't been able to follow the money because it's all sleight of hand. It's underneath this program, going to this place for this study, for this grant, right back into the politicians' pockets.
Exactly.
$500,000 book deals, $1 million book deals.
What is that old phrase? Book deals can be very profitable. Exactly.
I'm going to start slapping some paint on a canvas, and
right.
If anybody's interested, I'll sell them for $500,000 a painting.
Right.
Exactly. I think it's a fair deal.
Exactly. Coyote Hunter sent a rose. Thank you, Coyote Hunter.
Hey, Coyote Hunter. It's coyote season, buddy. Been killing them this year.
Cindy's page said the brainwashed puppet Democrats are blaming the messenger. All is coming to light. Very true. So much exposure taking place.
Well, Sam,
should we wrap it up?
Little disappointed in our regularly scheduled program today.
That's all right. We'll do another live when that actually happens.
Let's see what's happening today. Looks like nominee testifies. Okay, when is that going to happen? That's bought.
Dwayne Cox, thank you for the follow. Sharon Rose, thank you so much for the kind words. All right, well, let's go ahead and wrap it up, Alex. We've been on here almost an hour and a half.
Okay.
All right, so everybody, thank you for being here. Alex, any final words?
Love, highest vibration, guys. So tough times. We all know people around us that are struggling with the information that's being presented. Sam and I had a long conversation this morning about, even families are being devastated, relationships being split over the BS that's being peddled. So just lead with love, right? Raise up your neighbors. It's the highest vibration. It's the reason we're here. Sam, appreciate you and your friendship and your kindness and your daily dispatches and all the things, this friendship that's formed. And I just want all the viewers to know that the man behind the camera is as genuine as the sun is coming up every morning. So you guys have a blessed day, and we'll try to come back soon, and hopefully it won't be continued.
Yeah, exactly. Well, thank you, my brother, for the kind words. I feel the same about you. I couldn't have summed it up any better. Everybody, thank you for being here. We'll be jumping on live again probably later today, tomorrow, or something. But thank you all for being here. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and we'll talk again soon.
Bye, guys.
See you guys.